their journey in recovery. And I've collected some questions. And we're going to go around talking about what it means to be in long-term recovery. What are the obstacles, the challenges, and how do we thrive in sobriety? So we're going to kick it off with what were your top 3 values in early recovery? And then we're going to fast forward to your values now. Anybody want to start with that one? Because for me, my values in early recovery were like, let's have fun. I got to have fun because I was dying. But I'm still carrying that value of fun today. And I'm super grateful for that. Elise, did you have values when you first got sober?
I have values when I first got sober? It's a really good question. Well, I valued coffee, and I was not that particular of how good it was, because I drank a lot of really bad coffee in the beginning. I think what I valued the most was my relationship with my son. He was a big motivator for me to get sober. And I noticed when you were all doing introductions, you all talked about being a mom, and I didn't. And that shows you I'm annoyed with my son today. And so that's why I didn't bring him up. But I think the value was just, I valued not being hungover on Saturday mornings or on Tuesday mornings or any morning really. And I valued trying to do things differently, but I didn't have any idea what that meant.
Yeah, it was a new concept. Like I didn't understand values until I was probably 20 years sober. Christina?
Absolutely. I was thinking I valued not being scared. That was a big one. I valued not losing time, knowing exactly where I was the night before, knowing exactly what I said. I was trying to value an honest way of living because that had seemed to be one of the things that I was being taught. You know, I was trying to be in my body, but frankly, I was still chasing accomplishments and determining my value by other people's opinions. But I definitely enjoyed not being hungover. I enjoyed not stealing somebody's boyfriend. I enjoyed not sleeping with people I didn't know, you know, all of those things, and felt really good about it.
That's like the beginning of our self-esteem journey. Yeah. Right? When we get here, we're kind of like just tore up so much. And then like not sleeping with somebody's partner.
Right.
Epic.
It's huge.
Huge. Yeah. Catherine,
yeah.
How about you? You got sober really young. So let's hear about, you know, what that was like. Did you even identify with a value?
Well, when you said that, I'm like, well, my value was fuck this shit. Like, seriously, fuck this shit. It was 1987. So I had big hair. So Aquanet Super Extra Hold hairspray was a value. Yes. Big bangs, wearing all black was a value. I was just angry. I was angry at everybody, every person, place, thing. And I had, you know, it still wasn't about me yet. But I didn't want to die. Like I heard a voice in my head that said, there's more to this life than what you're living. And that was it. That was the leader and it still is. So I don't know about values yet. I didn't have any. You add alcohol and I don't know what's going to happen.
Right. So. And I love that you just brought in the hairspray because I was, what is that show? The Sex and the City just came into play again. Like right. Just like that. Right. And so I was sent back in time to my early recovery where I got sober with Carrie and like lived with the fashion and the hair and the lipstick and the MAC lipstick. Like that was my value. Like I had to have lipstick on my lips every moment. Yes. How about you, Amy? What was going on with you?
Well, I was busy watching copious amounts of episodes of Intervention and trying to convince myself that I wasn't as bad as the people on that show. I was probably okay. So I had a lot of justification going on when I first got sober and or when I was reaching my bottom, I guess. And so in terms of values, when I just, you know, finally got to the point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, the big deal for me was just to get out of trouble. At that point, I had legal issues. I had to build consistency into my life, and I wasn't used to that at all. I was used to just kind of doing, spontaneous, crazy things and tugging my children along with me. And then, I guess the other thing I would say is just, starting to get